Greetings, YouTube. Good evening. Today is March 30th, 2022, which means that a couple of days ago, the 28th, was officially the 12-week mark since my January 3rd surgery, wrist surgery, TFCC complex repair on the right wrist. And I figured I'd quickly shoot an update video because there have been a couple of new developments that have sort of changed. And obviously, after watching the last video I made, I realized that, wow, I really have sort of come a long way. So, first of all, obviously I am completely unshackled. I am not using any brace on my wrist, which is a good thing. The range of motion is still coming along. I've got all this, all that, still sort of lacking here and there, but it's coming along. And so after 4 weeks of physical therapy and various exercises they're having me do, it's obvious that it's working, which is great. It's always good to see. So my last post-op happened last Thursday, almost a week ago, on the 24th. I saw a PA out in Boston, and they pretty much examined the range of motion. They said they were very impressed with the progress, and they gave me the official go-ahead to begin strengthening. And so by strengthening, they mean lifting very light things. And in the context, the scope of physical therapy, what that means is holding weights when I do the same exercises I've been doing for a month. Okay, so when I'm doing, this is supination, I believe. Last video I made, I was here. That's how far over I could get. Now I'm all the way over here, and that's awesome. It took a long time to get to this point. Often what I've been doing during my exercises is I've sort of been heating up my wrist using this heating pad that I plug in, and that just kind of limbers everything up, and I'm able to get more motion out of stuff. And I've been told by my physical therapist to just sort of, go over as far as you can and then just push it over, horse it over. But now that I've been given the okay to do strengthening, I was told to take weights, to take like a hammer and hold it like this so that it sort of tugs my wrist over in the direction that I wanted to go, kind of pushing the envelope there. And same thing with on the other side. This is not a hammer, this is a wrench. I couldn't find a hammer, so I found this wrench, which is roughly the same weight. Come to think of it, I've used this wrench as a hammer a couple times in times of desperation, so it works, and that's what we're doing. The other exercise I'm doing is, I got this 1 pound dumbbell. Yeah, it says 1 pound on there. And I'm just kind of tugging it upwards, doing this. Not very exciting. I'm also doing it the other way, where I'm just kind of pulling it up. I usually do this over the arm of a chair or something, so that there's something to leverage, whatever the word would be. And so that's what I'm doing strengthening wise. The lady also gave me some putty, this yellow stuff, and I'm just supposed to squeeze it, and that will build back up the strength in my wrist. Right now, it's amazing how weak my wrist got just by sitting in that brace for so long. If I put it in this hand, I can squeeze it no problem. But if I do it on this side, my fingers start to shake because there's a lot of weakness in my wrist. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but so that's an easy thing that I can sort of do while I'm just sitting idly watching a show or whatever. I've been prescribed to do these exercises 3 times a day, so I'm pretty much trying to synchronize those with my meals, so that's easy to remember. I did all of March, with the exception of this week, having physical therapy twice a week. And now that I'm graduated down to this strengthening and I've done physical therapy for a month, they're putting me down to once a week. So I'm just going on Fridays every week they've booked me out through April. my presumption is that sometime after April they're probably going to put me to every other week or something like that. I haven't asked about it, but that's sort of where I'm at. My next post-op will be sometime in May. I think it is, yeah, May 5th. I got a thing on my wall. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. That's when I'm going back out to Boston. I don't know if that's going to be the last time I see them. I think they're going to keep wanting to look at my wrist every few months for probably until like 9 months post-op. So that'll be interesting. The swelling has sort of gone down. There's still a little bit of weird profiling there. My scars are still looking really good. They're not hard to see, but they're not bumpy or anything. They're nice and smooth. They're soft. Got the main one there, and of course you got these two little snake bite looking things up here. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It's also sort of big news in the last week and a half that I've sort of noticed. This is the first time where my wrist is consistently feeling better than it did before the surgery. So that's a major milestone, and I don't know when that happened. I think I just noticed one day that my wrist wasn't killing me. So that's great. I still get a little bit of discomfort when I put it into weird positions and stuff, but you know, when I move it around, when I make a circular motion, before my surgery, when I make a circular motion, it used to make a popping sound. It was disgusting and gross, and it hurt. Whatever they did, they put everything back together, smoothed everything out. I got this range of motion. There's nothing moving around in there now. So I think it's really good. Just on a gory detail side of things, I just out of morbid curiosity, I asked the PA when I saw her, I said, is this the kind of suture that disintegrates after X amount of time? And she said, no, you're going to have that in you forever. So I have kind of a suture in my TFCC there forever, and I guess it's pretty strong, stronger than fishing line, I guess, so I don't have to worry about that. But that's interesting. At least it's not metal or anything. I wouldn't have to worry about the airport or something. But that's always interesting to find out you got an implant in you for good, for keeps. So I'm pretty happy with how things are, and hopefully everything will continue to just keep on this momentum. It's been a long road. 3 months, a quarter of 2022 is already gone. I've spent the whole time recovering from this effing surgery, but the light at the end of the tunnel is approaching, I think. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys, I guess, sometime in May, unless something else happens. Okay.